We meet again at last. The circle is now complete.
What's the world coming to?
Well, you got a problem with what I did, Anthony?
Oh, no. Hey, no.
Fucking rat anyways. Whole family's all rats. Would have grew up to be a rat.
Stupid bastard. I can't fucking believe it.
Yeah, I'm real sorry your mom blew up, Ricky.
Now you're gonna dig the fucking thing. You're gonna dig the hole. You're gonna do it. I got no fucking line. You're gonna do it.
Yes, I'll take the fucking hole. I don't give a fuck.
I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was pure and simply evil.
Jesus Christ. Mister, you okay in there?
Let's visit coffees around here someplace.
Have you any idea what the cost of your actions is? What their effect might be? Or you to give them hope? What do you give them? We give them happiness. And they give us authority. Groovy.
What's going on, friends? I'm Henry Hill, and welcome to another episode of the Cinephellas podcast. This week, I talked with Bobby Soto, star of the upcoming film The Tax Collector, which hits digital and video on demand Friday, August 7th. Hope you guys enjoy the interview. Leave a comment in the comment section below, and don't forget to click subscribe. Until next time, cheers! Bobby, how are you doing, man?
Great, man. Just had this pre-screening at the drive-in, which was probably the best way to send off this movie out into the universe. I grew up going to that drive-in as a kid, so to just come full circle and to see that, especially in the times like now with COVID, where cinemas are closed down, the drive-in was kind of like the best, if not like, you get to see, literally watch the film under the stars, man. I actually saw 2 shooting stars that night. 2 shooting stars, man. Like,
oh, wow.
As the movie's going, yeah, it's like this beautiful thing. Everyone's out, everyone's, of course, keeping rules and regulations of COVID, keeping their distance, wearing their masks, but it's like a beautiful communal, moment that we all get to share and experience together, and I think it's necessary right now in this time, especially a movie like this that's not really educational or trying to shove information down your throat. It's kind of like a delightful, fun piece of work that you get to go watch, do some introspection, and just have a good time part of,
Absolutely. Yeah, that's great that with the drive-ins have been really big lately with opening movies. It's a good thing because, just like a month or two ago, there weren't very many movies even opening at the drive-ins. It was all digital. So that's great that you guys actually got to go out and have a premiere in front of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really cool, man. Okay, Bobby, I just wanted to ask you a few questions. Could you tell us a little bit about your background, like how you got started into acting?
Yeah, of course. So I grew up in South Los Angeles, West Los Angeles, which is not really, it's not known for art. You know what I mean? There's no art programs. The educational systems out there remove arts for the first time. I mean, from everything, that's the first thing that they take out of schools. And so there's a lot of pent-up energy from teenagers that are going through puberty, or there's a lot of like frustration because, of course, a lot of families out there, they have raised by one single parent that's making ends meet, working a 9-to-5 job, maybe working 2 to 3 jobs just to pay the bills, and the kids are out of school and finding things to do to get active. And I was blessed that I had a mother that drove me an hour, 2 hours north to Hollywood to drop me off at this lady by the name of Lisa Pacat and David Kaufman. And I was taking acting classes with them, which I didn't know anything about. I was a youngster, and my mom would drop me off just so I could get out, where I lived and do something different. And little by little, I learned to like it, and I grew with it, and there was a place for me to feel good and express myself. And I even try to bring that to my neighborhood where I grew up at. When I was about 15, 16 years old, I walked around the neighborhood trying to drop off flyers at local stores and get the kids and my friends. But you can't explain to someone what acting is or theater or reading a script when they don't know anything about that. And there's no kind of conversation or dialogue about that at all growing up around there. So it's very like an alien. It's like, what is this? You're stupid. Like, get it away from me. So I continued my journey, you know, little by little. I met, you know, and eventually I come around 2.5 years ago. I met Shia, I met David at Dojo. You know, David and I hit it off, became really good friends. And then he and I just got to know each other really well, became friends, not knowing he was a director, him not knowing I was an actor. We just became authentically really good friends. And then one day he just asked me what I did. I told him I was an actor. I asked him what he did. He told me he was a writer-director. He told me if I had ever seen Training Day. I said, yeah. He said he wrote it. I was like, oh, shit, that's cool. Then he told me, asked me if I seen The Watch. I said, yeah. He said he did that one, too. I said, all right, that's cool. And then eventually he just asked me if I wanted to, you know, be in a movie with him and work with him. And for me, it was a blessing, you know, the greatest opportunity I had in my trajectory of my career, you know, someone at that level to ask me to be a leading man in his next big project. I mean, look at his credits, you know what I mean? You see the people that's been leading men in all of his films, from the last one, I mean, Will Smith to Brad Pitt to, you know, Jake Gyllenhaal to, you know, Denzel, like whatever movie you want to, you know, Keanu Reeves, Christian Bale, and you go, fuck. I mean, then I started doing more inspection and investigation and into like what all this film stuff really means, and then it's a big deal, and I was willing to challenge myself and you know, muster up whatever energy or courage I needed to get involved with this film, and you know, I'm lucky that I said yes, and I'm happy I did.
That's pretty amazing, bro, to have gotten to know David, and then like you didn't even know before that he was a writer director, and you kind of everything came together for you. It sounded like kind of like a you know, it was meant to be, almost destiny. That's pretty. Yeah. That's a pretty cool story.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, and your first big, like, you know, starring role. You star alongside Shia LaBeouf. How was it like working with him?
Oh man, I mean, I'll tell you what it's like working with Shia. The truth is, him and I have seen each other every day for the last 2.5 years. Ever since the movie wrapped, him and I wanted to bring, like, he knew about my dreams of bringing, like, the arts to the neighborhood. He grew up in Echo Park, so he's an LA kid, you know, just like me, just 10 minutes away, that's it, off of the 110 freeway. So we understood the need for arts, and we opened up an art school called the Slauson Recreational Theater Company. And we've been in the process of making a play right now. We've been in rehearsal for the last, like, 3 months. I love that guy. Working with him, which is, you know, he's a big brother to me. So if I take away anything, I take away the friendship that him and I created, and his, you know, openness to actually want to have a friend. You know, like me, I'm some kid from LA, you know, and I'm just, I was trying to find my way, and you know, somebody with 20 some odd years on him, you know, it's like he's just a big brother, a mentor. He's someone I look up to. I love that guy. You know?
Absolutely, that's great. Yeah, it sounds like you've taken a lot from this experience. As far as playing your character and the tax collector and working with David again, like you said, what was it like on this filming experience? How long was it? Did it take to film? And how does David sort of direct his actors? Like, what was that experience like? If you could tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, for sure. So pretty much we were sparring before we ever got onto set. All of us were sparring in this dojo him and I had originally met in. You know, he took all of us to that dojo, and we all sparred with each other for about a month or like 2 months. And we really got intimate, knowing each other's like weak spots and strengths, and getting to know each other really, and it creates an intimacy. I mean, you ever put gloves on with your best friend in your backyard?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, put gloves on, man. We're gonna spar. We're in a box right now. You get intimate. This shit really happens. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know how hard you can hit. You know how soft you're supposed to hit. Like, you get all that. So it's like that. In the movie, I believe it took like 20 something days to make. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure on the count, but I believe it was like 20 something days.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was a great process, man.
That's really neat. And I took a look at your acting credits. In addition to this, you also played David Barron on Narcos Mexico in a couple episodes.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. You've had quite the couple years here. I watched that whole series, and that was really terrific as well.
Thanks, man. Yeah, that was a great opportunity. We're still not done with that, actually. So.
Oh, great. So is there's going to be more of that too?
Yeah, hopefully, yes, there is.
Great. Yeah, I love that series. So rich and everything. And, even for someone like me who, I took Spanish in high school, but it doesn't take anything away from me to even have to read the subtitles and watch that show. The acting's phenomenal. So.
Oh, man, they're amazing. Those actors down there in Mexico, oh,
yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
They're phenomenal, man. And they're just, man, I love all of them. They're amazing, man, all of them.
Absolutely, man. Okay, Bobby, I want to thank you for talking with us here at Cinephellas. Could you just tell us a little bit? Do you have any projects lined up coming up that you want to talk about, or no?
Yeah, the Sauce and Recreational Theater Company. We're going to be having a play maybe towards the end of September, early October. We've been funded by the Natural History Museum. And so we're actually, we're excited to show that to the world, and, we're in the rehearsal process right now, so look forward to that.
Great, man. All right. Well, I want to thank you, Bobby Soto, for talking with us here at Cinephellas.com. On August 7th, this Friday, The Tax Collector comes out, and Bobby's the star alongside Shia LaBeouf with the David Ayer. It's David Ayer directed film, so we want to encourage everybody to go check it out. If you can see it at the drive-in, otherwise watch it at home on digital and on demand. Bobby, thanks a lot, buddy.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Have a good day.